you.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Yes, sir, Coach. Any other questions or comments? All right, hearing none, we have a motion on the floor and a second. All in favor, signify by aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right. Moving to our 3000 series, we've got items 3003 and 3004. Trip requests, one out of state, one in-state overnight. Do I have a motion to accept? All right, thank you, Ms. Whitlock. Any second?
Second.
Thank you, Coach Ray. And I'll open the floor if there's any questions.
I tell you, it's good to have that number of chaperones, overnight trips. That's good.
All right, if there's no questions, all in favor signify by aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Moving to finance, we've got one item, 4008, accounts payable. Paula, looks like we've spent some money, $3 million for the month. Any comments or questions on that?
No, sir. I think a good chunk of that was some of our building projects going.
Yep. Okay. Oh.
Tim spends all the money.
We've had a few things hit recently for sure, so. Okay, do I have a motion to accept?
So moved.
Thank you, Coach Ray. Thank you, Mr. Groom. Any other questions for the superintendent or for Paula? Okay, all in favor signify by aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. For 5,000 personnel, I do have a correction. Board members, if you will draw your attention to item 5053. As Whitney Cox, we have a request to change her effective date from 10/2/25 to 10/1/25. And we also have a request to change the retirement.
What's that?
For Teresa Pettit. I believe that's under professional retirements. So that would be the 50-55 series, I believe. I don't see that. Where are we?
That's it. Trouble with Whitney Cox. I don't see her name.
Do we see where that's, I don't see that listed.
Oh, professional.
She should be under professional, I believe.
There's only 3 under retirement.
Yeah, she's not on here.
See where it said the inactive ones, maybe it was the last one.
Okay.
Top of that email. So
Okay.
everybody voted on it.
So we would still need to add it on as a correction. Is it under corrections?
No, I think it was just brought to our attention, so it's going to be on the September 30th agenda.
Okay, so,
I guess where we're at.
all right, very good. So that's the only change would be for Whitney Cox, changing that from October 2nd to October 1st. Do I have a motion to accept personnel?
So moved. Second.
All right, thank you, Mr. Groom. Thank you, Mr. Christ. Any other questions? All right, hearing no questions, I have a motion second. All in favor, signify by aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, moving to our 7,000 series. We used to try to avoid those, Coach, but I guess we'll have it tonight.
Kind of mantra,
Yeah, there you go. You've already took one thing off my plate, was the SBA, so we got that taken care of with your question. we'll go into more detail at the next board meeting. In your packet, and we sent this out to all of our employees, this Thursday is a big day for schools with service personnel. And I did a proclamation to represent and say thank you to all our service personnel that make sure the school runs efficiently. So, you know, when you see a bus or the school's clean, the food being cooked, to the aides helping out in the classroom, to all the secretarial. Amy, did I forget anybody? Because I always hate leaving anybody out. But
Hands, age, yeah.
I think I've gotten there. But my point is there's so many hands that make light work for us, and we want to recognize and thank them for all the work that they do. So this Thursday, we are having our school buildings and the central office make sure we get some special treats for the people that take care of us. I think the bus garage is probably the easiest because they're just getting pizza. So sometimes the simple things in life, it's not a big thing, but we do want to recognize them for all the work that they do to make sure the school system runs as well as it does. Just like you came in here tonight, very clean building, and you see a lot of great things going on here. I don't know who's responsible for the balloons, but I'm very impressed with the balloons that were put up there.
Missy Harvey, our school secretary.
There you go. See, there you go. I had a feeling that it had to be someone else, yeah. Because I know Joby might help out with that. But on a serious note, we want to thank all the school service personnel for their hard work to make our school system run. Also, we've had an issue, speaking of building, this building has shown some signs of repair that need to be done. So I'm asking the board to take under consideration at the next board meeting, but as a superintendent, if there's an emergency situation, I can let the state know that we're going to get a new electrical system set up for us. It's going to cost about $58,285 for CART Electric to come in here and fix our electrical problem. We know this has been a big problem. We've gone multiple different ways to try to get this fixed. It's never as quick as you'd like it to, but Mr. Payton can correct me if I'm wrong, but the existing electrical, when it goes under a parking lot and concrete and hard stuff like that, and to tear it up and to put back, you're getting up to over $100,000, and we found a better way to make it happen. Mr. Payton, you can probably speak a little more intelligently on it. Is there anything I didn't report on that?
No, the problem is somewhere between that hall back there by the CTE room and the mechanical room up there, and it's under the slab, under the sidewalk, under the parking lot somewhere. So there was another issue that we did correct, but that didn't fix the problem. Okay, so we're going to go up and over through hard conduit, rigid conduit, instead of trying to dig up everything, and it just makes more sense to go up and around.
Okay.
So.
And Mr. Payton, would you say this is from the 80s or 90s? Are we going back to the 70s?
It was when that addition was
Just
up
yes?
there, but yes, all those things. But there were a couple of other things that were done when the parking lot out front was dug up a couple of different times. They actually hit that line and made a repair, and then they did it again at another time. And I actually remember that one. That was a few years ago when we were doing some of the work out here, several years ago now. But anyway, and it was hit again, and instead of trying to track that down, because that's just throwing money after money after money, it's quicker and probably cheaper to just run a whole new circuit over top.
Right.
And just move on. So it'll take about a week for the materials to come in. And once I got Mr. Warble's okay, I called CART Electric and asked them to go ahead and order the materials. The contract is in the works, but they're going to go ahead and order those. It takes about a week, and then it'll take about a week to do the work.
Okay.
That's great. Good job.
Okay.
Mr. Payton, this will be scheduled when nobody's in school.
Now, they'll be doing it while people are here.
It won't affect,
They'll be outside going over top, and now the repair we did last week was actually cutting out part of a wall in the back there, and we did that. We had to do it. People were in the building, but we needed to go ahead and do it. But this part, they'll actually be, most of it will be outside the building, or in parts of the building where people aren't. Okay? But it's affecting a lot of things, especially HVAC, some lighting, things like that. In some places, it's one or the other, and in some places, it's both.
Okay.
And Ms. Ridley, yes, he's spending more money. I think you mentioned that earlier. But we have to do this, and it's what's best for the kids in this building and our employees, so we're getting there, That's my report.
All right, thank you, Mr. Superintendent. Okay, moving to our 8,000 series, we do have some legal actions this evening. So in accordance with 6-9A-4.2.A of and 6-9A-4.3 School Laws of West Virginia, the governing body of a public agency may hold an executive session for discussion of employee discipline and for student discipline hearings. Do I have a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Coach Ray. Thank you, Ms. Whitlock. All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We will go into executive session. We'll be moving to a separate room. Okay.